Hello everyone. Let us see what are the challenges in evaluating the generative AI models. We were working with GANs, we were working with variational autoencoders and all. So how do we evaluate the generative AI models is one thing. What are the challenges that are involved in evaluating these models is another thing. Let us quickly look at the challenges. They are trying to give various challenges in terms of the accuracy of the data that is being generated, in terms of the diversity, and in terms of the quality, and in terms of how best it is new. No, I'm not like I'm generating the data which is already existing and claiming this is the new data. No, unseen data. How best are we generating the unseen data? These are some of the challenges, and who is going to identify whether the data is accurate or not, whether the data is new or not. If human beings are doing that job, there are chances of biasedness. So how do we, what are the challenges actually? So let us list out the challenges quickly. First one, lack of objective metrics. What do I mean by lack of objective metrics? When you are trying to generate new content using generative AI models, we are trying to generate images, we are trying to generate text, audios and videos, various types of multimodality is the target here. So we are trying to generate various types of data, and to measure them quantitatively is a biggest challenge. Which metrics should we use in order to measure the quantitativeness of these newly generated data? And the traditional metrics which are existing may not fully capture the quality, diversity and realism of the generated data. The first and foremost challenge, we have generated the new content, but the metrics still we have are the traditional one, which may not exactly measure the quantitatively newness of the data. Then diversity versus quality trade-off. The models which are generating, they are generating no doubt or undoubtedly diverse outputs. But when they are generating that, they might compromise somewhere on the quality, or sometimes while generating more qualitative images, we miss the diversity. The trade-off is vice versa. In such cases, we need to go for balancing both the diversity as well as the quality, which could be again a challenging issue for us. In such cases, what are we trying to do is, we first see what type of application we are going to work. Is the application demanding more quality? Then we may need to compromise a bit on the diversity. If the application is looking for diversity, definitely there could be a chance of compromising on the quality. So the first one is, what is the priority of the application, diversity or quality? Then we should try to identify a metric which will try to identify both the diversity and quality of the new content that is being generated. Some of the measures are there like fresh air inception distance, but this may not be a perfect measure which is trying to do the job right now, but it could not be classified as a perfect measure. Then human judgment. Suppose you have generated a content and the content is given to human beings to identify the diverseness, the aesthetics of the newly generated content, the realistic nature of the content, all these things. The moment we talk about human judgment, it could definitely involve the biasedness while judging the various factors of the newly generated content. Second one, the next one could be mode collapse. What do I mean by mode collapse? Whenever we are trying to generate new data, it is supposed to generate various versions of the existing data. The moment mode collapse is introduced, what happens is the versions or various versions of the new generations of the data might be missing. We should be happy with only limited versions of the new generated data. So that is mode collapse. and we need to identify whether mode collapse has occurred or not, and if at all it has occurred, up to what level. That quantification is also little bit difficult for us when we are working with high dimensional data. Context and relevance, whenever you are trying to generate new data, fine, my models have generated new data. How relevant it is to the context, identifying that also is little bit of difficult, or it's of a challenge issue. If at all I want to sit and do the relevance identification, it might require a lot of knowledge on the task that is being performed. So, evaluation, the accuracy of the data to that particular context, all these things could be challenging issues for us. Computationally intensive evaluation, we know whenever we are working with various types of models, so many statistical measures are involved, so much of intensive calculation is involved. So, we should be ready for doing all such calculations wherein we are trying to generate new data. It equally demands intensive computational intelligence. Then generalization, how well the model is generalizing the newly generated data to the real world data, and at the same time whatever data I should generate, whatever data I have generated as a model, it should be unseen previously. Nobody has already seen that, nobody has already generated. The moment somebody has already generated, it becomes existing data for us, not a new data. So, you are trying to identify or evaluate how well the model is generalizing to new and unseen data is challenging for us. Sometimes the model might perform very well on a particular data set. The moment you change the data set, the model might not work equally well. So, that is again a challenge for us. So, all these challenges are trying to highlight the need for more robust task specific models, which are trying to reduce the number of challenges or the intensity of the challenges, and they are trying to meet the requirements of whatever data that has to be generated. Thank you.